listening to the hottest station, WDJC-TV, DJ Chase Radio, www.djchaseradio.com.
All right, guys, we are back. And I trying to, you got to come up with ideas for a show. So until March Madness picks up, some things gonna get a little creative. So let's have a little fun here. I put together in baseball, college football, all college sports actually, college basketball, they do preseason polls. I want to do a preseason poll for baseball. And I'm pretty sure they have one. I'm pretty sure it's done out there. But I'm going to do my own. So this is the first ever Downright Sports preseason poll. If you're watching on YouTube and Facebook, you can actually see it behind me. So that's the crazy part. So let's get into it. All right, starting with the way this works is a preseason starting lineup. So these are the 10 players I would start a lineup with right now. All right, at pitcher, from the Pittsburgh Pirates, we're going with Paul Skeens. Last season, ERA of 1.49, 216 strikeouts. He has a WAR of 7.7. To give you an idea, that's the same WAR as Shohei Ohtani. What does WAR mean? Wins over replacement. All right, wins against replacement. I got excited. I was like, I know what WAR stands for, and I'm wrong. Hold on. Let's get the actual. Let's make sure. I'm pretty sure that's what it means. Yeah, wins above replacement. I was partly right. Anyway, he pitched 187 innings last year. Still kind of on an innings restriction because Pittsburgh is either hoping he's their savior or he's going to bring a lot of shekels back their way with a massive trade and prospects and etc. Moving on to catcher for the Seattle Mariners, Cal Raleigh. He hit 247 last year. He played every game as catcher. He had a record 60 home runs for a catcher. That is a record. He's only the third player in baseball history in the American League to hit 60 home runs behind Roger Maris and Aaron Judge. He had 125 RBIs, and his WAR is 7.4. Again, wins above replacement. At first, we're going to go again with Seattle. He got traded there. Josh Nawal, batting average 295, 20 home runs. His WAR is 3.1, but he did have 30 stolen bases for a first baseman, which is impressive. He also can play outfield, but he played first last year. His defense, there is a stat, DWAR, defensive WAR. His is not, I would like it higher, but he gets the job done. At second base, Nico Hoerner, second baseman from the Chicago Cubs. His batting average is 297. All right, there's a lot of numbers and words. I apologize. His WAR is 6.2. First in defensive WAR. So it's not a name you should hear a lot, because I picked the Cubs to be one of the standout teams this year, if not one of the best, if not the best team with the pieces that they picked up. I think Alex Bregman's going to make a huge difference on that team, and now they have a very solid infield. At third base from Kansas City, Miguel Garcia batted 286. His WAR is 5.8, which is pretty good. 16 home runs. He's got one of the higher WARs for third baseman. I know a lot of you you didn't go with Manny Machado, but I feel as if this guy's going to have a standout year, because the next person on the list at shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr., the two of them are probably going to have standout years for Kansas City. Bobby had a setback year after coming off of an MVP-like campaign just the previous year. I think now we're going to see if Bobby hits and performs better, we'll see Garcia hit and perform better. But at shortstop is Bobby Witt Jr., who hit 295. Again, that's a setback for him. He hit 295. His WAR is 7.1. 23 home runs, 88 RBIs. His defensive WAR is 1.6. Best shortstop offensively and maybe defensively in the game. And if the Royals are better, he will be the reason why. In left field, just re-signed with the Yankees, Corey Bellinger. I know he plays multiple positions. I think this year is primarily going to be left field because with Trent Grissom signing that deal, he's got to play a lot of center field. But Bellinger, 272, 29 home runs. His WAR was 5.1, which is very impressive. 98 RBIs. He did miss some time. And his defense WAR is actually third. The highest for that position is 1.9. He's at 0.8, which puts him at third. At a center field for the Chicago Cubs, we have P. Crow Armstrong, who hit 247. I think this year that batting average is going to go up. But he had 31 bombs, made the All-Star team, 95 RBIs. He stole 35 bases. He has a WAR of 6.0. His defensive WAR is 2.0, which is one of the best as far as center fielders go, which is pretty good. And right to finish out the defense, in right field is Aaron Judge. I don't even need to read his numbers, but I will. MVP last year, hit 331, 53 home runs. He has the highest WAR in the game at 9.7. No one, he has the highest WAR. He is, with that said, is deemed the best player in the game. DH, come on. Shohei Ohtani, the second best player in the game, hit 282, 55 home runs with a WAR of 7.7, which is outstanding. So that is the preseason starting lineup for Major League Baseball this year. I think it's a good starting lineup. I really do. I really do. I did the teams. Here, I'm gonna go through the teams real fast. This one has no rhyme or reason. It's a lot of gut picks. But here are the preseason top 10 teams. We're gonna go backwards. At number 10, the San Diego Padres. At number 9, the Cincinnati Reds. I think they made the playoffs last year. They got some pieces. At number 8, the Milwaukee Brewers consistently stay good. At number 7, returning to glory, the Atlanta Braves. At number 6, the Detroit Tigers. At number 5, the New York Yankees. At number 4, the Chicago Cubs. At number 3, the Seattle Mariners. At number 2, the New York Mets. And at number 1, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Why are the Blue Jays not on here? They lost a lot of pieces, in my opinion. Pieces that really help. Why are the Red Sox on this list? I think the Red Sox got one of the better pitchers in the game, but they got to figure out their whole batting order and what they're going to do. So I think the Red Sox are going to have a setback. And yeah, honorable mention, San Francisco Giants. And I really feel like this is the year the White Sox make a little noise. So I'm going to put them on there. So that's it. All right. We're going to take another quick break. The breaks help me. They help me relax. They help me wipe down my sweat because I do sweat a lot on this show. When we come back, we're going to discuss what we're going to talk about. I'm going to change the sign again. That's what the note says. No, we're going to the Mac, brother. Nah, can I shoot my best promo? Let's do it. Listen, in segment number 3, okay, there's a lot of conversation going on out there. Whether the WWE understands what its fans want, what its fans need. Is it the WWE and Triple H making a lot of dumb decisions, or is it TKO? Yeah! We'll be back with more Downright Sports, everybody. Yeah! I think I have that soundbite. If YouTube, Facebook, if you're listening, I do sound bites. If you've never listened to the podcast, go listen. But I put sound bites in between the segments to kind of break it up. And I do have a wrestling soundbite. I got a couple wrestling soundbites. I always do The Rock. Let's do CM Punk, because I can listen to that Final Boss one 1,000 times. The Final Boss! Don't turn that camera off! F that! You should Google it. Alright, I'll be back.